Hey everybody, it's Mark Mittel from System 1. Sorry about my voice. We're going to show you a few things today on some billet remote mounts, billet block adapters, some inline filters, short style oil filters, and the 3-inch diameter style filters for LS's and metric applications. First off, this is the Ford and Billet Chrysler block adapter. It's all made out of 6061 T6. This will be available black very soon. And this, for the Ford and Chrysler applications, has a single O-ring groove. And the unique thing about this is that you can rotate it wherever you want it and tighten down the center fitting. The center fitting is the key part of this. So if you want it at 3 o'clock, tighten it down there. If you want it at 12 o'clock, tighten it down there. So whatever's compatible with what you need. Excuse me. Moving into the Chevrolet style, this is one of the Billet Chevrolet block adapters, and this thing is O-ring sealed for the outside, O-ring sealed against the block. Comes available with number 10s or number 12s, and there's even an O-ring underneath the fittings or under the bolts to keep it from seeping. And this is marked in and out. So for an example, this would be your clean going back in and the out going out to the filter. So out goes to in on the filter mount, and this is always, your center fitting will always be your clean return back to the motor. This is one of the Billet 2-bolt mounts. So this will mount to a flat mounting plate. You can lay it on its side, but we don't recommend that you do it upside down. This is a clamp style for like a funny car chassis that'll clamp around whatever size tubing that you need. Same thing in and out. We'll go to the short style filter here. This is our short new billet filter. Has dual O-ring capabilities here. The inner O-ring is for the Ford and Chrysler applications, and the outer O-ring is for the Chevrolet applications. When you get this, you get a package of inserts. One is 3/4 16 and the other one is 13/16 16. So you select your correct O-ring, and let's say it's a Chrysler or Ford. You take that insert, put it in the center. I recommend you Loctite it on the outside of the threads, screw it in there to go flush, fill it up with oil, spin it on the block, and it's ready to use. Same thing with the Chevrolet application. Don't use this, don't use the inner O-ring for the Ford and Chryslers on the Chevrolet, because it'll just float in oil. This particular O-ring is for the Chevrolets. Same thing, use the thin one, put a little dab of Loctite at 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock, whatever, tighten it down, it should go down flush, fill it up with oil, she's ready to go. This is one of the Billet 3-inch diameter style filters, and it's available in metric threads, and on the metric applications, it'll be 18, 20, and 22 millimeter. Most of your LS applications will either be 22 millimeter or 20 millimeter. Same thing with the SAE style thread. We have 13/16, or we have 3/4 16. Moving on to here to the inline filters. This is an inline filter here, and to service this particular piece up, you take this cap off, and here's a little tip for everybody. This is marked out, so the first thing that you're going to see is a big O here for outlet. And when a crew guy or yourself goes to service this up, once you bring it back and stick it back in the housing after you clean it, should say a big O. The backside has a dimple on it for the spring that goes on the inside here, and then you want to blow it from the inside out with compressed air after it's serviced. So when you drop it back in, it should say O for outlet. Just tighten her back up and she's ready to go. There's a couple of different clamp style pieces that's available for the inlines. We do a D style clamp that'll mount to a flat mounting surface, or we do one that's a chassis style. So the 2-inch diameter here, this would be an 1.5-inch style clamp here. If you've got any questions, give us a call here at System 1. We'll be glad to help you. Thank you.